stacks of them. Wi-Fi issues. If we have our Wi-Fi issues better than they were a couple of weeks ago.
They're great.
I know, weren't they awesome? I didn't have any broken Chromebooks for this. Okay, if you have Wi-Fi issues, please let us know. They did make some changes, and I'm hoping that that settled things a little bit. I am looking for cart number 72. I know it's out there. I just can't find it.
I buried it.
Any of you have cart 72? I mean, I have 95 carts, okay? So if I'm only missing one, that's not too bad. But if you happen to have cart 72, I would like to know who you are. Okay? Yes.
What is the little card with the numbers logged on?
It's the first number on your Chromebooks. So on your Chromebooks, the little, if it says 42-12, that's card 42. Okay? Questions for me? Excellent. Okay, thank you.
I believe I follow you almost every time. Three quick things. One, many of you know or knew Ricardo Franco. Passed away. His funeral was last week. Teachers and counselors showed up. A lot of people visited the family. Some people took food to the family. He's got a little brother here still. He's got a lot of friends. It was a tragic accident. It's one of those things that we'll deal with for the majority of this year, and some of those kids for the rest of their life. So just be mindful of that as we move forward. In any way we can help those students. And across the board, as we talk about social emotional learning, that's something that comes up quite often, trying to help these kids. And we all know that many of them have difficult circumstances, and they look to you for help and things like that. If you need help from a counselor, an administrator, please don't feel free, or please, excuse me, please, don't you dare send me. Please don't hesitate, and please feel free to reach out to a counselor or administrator. Additionally, if you're concerned, you think there might be a backstory that you'd like to know about, we're trying to do a better job of reaching out and getting that information to you. But if you're concerned about a kid, just let us know. We talk about them in MTSS, which are our multi-tiered system of support to help students, and we meet weekly to discuss these kids. So let us know how we can help you, help these students, and be the eyes and ears that we need here in the building to help these great kids. Second thing, some of you may remember I've participated on the CPA revision committee, and we made a presentation to the superintendent about a month ago. The CPA revision committee is trying to align the citizenship point average, or the citizenship grade, more in line with PBG. There will come an opportunity in the next few months to participate in some focus groups and provide some feedback on some of the things that we've come together and collected. I mean, you wouldn't remember this, but almost a year and a half ago we did a survey. I sent a survey out and we got information from some of you guys. We've taken that information and put it through the system and trying to give you that, create something that's more meaningful for students to provide feedback on a CPA score that can help students improve what it means to be a good citizen. Anyways, and then the last thing is kind of in line with that CPA makeup is this idea of proficiency-based grading. Now, we talk about it often. It's certainly something that you guys are struggling with, and we as well, as far as how to support you, things with the district. As we talk about PBG, we'll have a little bit more next month, but just one of the fundamental principles that a lot of us have recognized of PBG is it focuses more on proficiency versus points, or just doing the work, or task completion. And for that, on my little, I think next to my name it says attendance. Believe it or not, students are concerned about their attendance. They do get, an earful from mom, they get an earful from a teacher, they get an earful from whomever it may be. Often is the case that a student you might not have seen for a while comes into your class, and sarcastically we say, "Oh, what are you doing here? Look what the cat dragged in," or "Did you get lost?" or whatever that sarcastic. And although I find humor in it, it's not always appreciated by the kids, surprisingly. But the idea is that these kids are coming. Some of them do feel shy about coming late and things like that. And I know they make poor choices and they end up late, but at the same time they are coming. And what a lot of it happens is the the consequence that they're receiving is this tardy ticket, and the truancy ticket after 10 minutes. And each of those students has a brief interaction with us where we say, hey, how's it going? Welcome to school. What's going on? Why are you late? And we have 2 or 3 questions as we banter with these students. And every day it's like talking to their parole officer, like, oh, you're late. Hey, welcome to school. What are you doing late? Why, have a good day in school. And we kind of send them on their way to class with this consequence of a truancy ticket. Now, some kids are only, 10 minutes late. Some kids end up 30 minutes late. And the students are then coming back and saying, I got a truancy ticket, but they marked me absent in class. I still went. And we've talked about this a little bit. And I would just caution you as you move forward with attendance, how you mark absences. We got to make sure they're marked absence if they're gone. We got to follow that. But if a student, when we talk about proficiency-based grading, comes in 20 minutes late, sits down, has a good attitude, and completes their work, participates positively in the class, we don't think that should be an absence for that student. That student has shown proficiency. He came to class. He or she has done the work and participated in the class. Now, sometimes the case is that the student comes 70 minutes late, right? In an 86-minute class period, obviously that student is late. You do have to make that call, but I don't want to give you a hard and fast rule about after 10 minutes the student has to be marked absent. That does not have to be the case. If the student comes in, demonstrates proficiency, is a positive influence in the class, sits down, and for whatever thing we look at, this idea of proficiency-based grading is a paradigm shift that we're looking at. Are they showing proficiency? At the end of the class period, did they demonstrate whatever task or objective or thing that we're looking at, versus were they there on time or were they not? They are getting a consequence. Those students have to work off the consequences with us. CPA makeup and attendance fine makeup has started today. Our first Saturday school is this week. But in any case, please be mindful of students. When they come in, they sit down, they do their work. They probably should not be marked absent. Okay? They should be part of that. Now, they should still be marked tardy, and they should still have that conversation with you about things that they need to do. And certainly you are in a position where you need to make a judgment of what that looks like in your class for proficiency or what the kids are doing. But anyway, just my 2 cents. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
First of all, I want to thank all of you who sent your condolences. For some of you who don't know, I've lost a son, a best friend, and now my brother this year, so it's been a little bit chaotic for me. But thank you for all of your kind words. I appreciate that very much. I'm up here because I want to make sure that you are aware of a very important date, and you'll want to write this down. On October the 29th, it is, gosh, what day is that? It's a Tuesday, okay. On October the 29th, during that fourth period, all of us will be partaking, teachers as well as students, will be taking again the Equal Opportunity Survey. You will be getting more information in more detail about what it is, what to do. It's only going to be about 45 minutes, so plan on the latter half of your hour of your session time to make sure these students take the Equal Opportunity Survey. What is it? This is a very important survey because it really helps us to identify what it is that students really think about rigor, about the kinds of classes that they think that they are capable of taking, which would include AP courses, concurrent courses, even honors level courses. This survey will ask them questions which will be in a drop-down menu where it will ask them whether or not they feel that they are prepared to learn. And then they will also be asked questions about barriers. What prevents them from taking higher level courses that will prepare them for college and career readiness, post-education type situations. And then they will be asked on a free write prompt that says, tell us what you would like to share with your teacher. What should they know about you? And then what is it that you think that, what is it that they feel they are experiencing about themselves as a learner? Also, students will be able to, we will be able to gather information about their most recent end-of-year exam. And on that exam, it will show whether or not a student's scores are comparable to those of current AP students. The purpose of this survey is to make sure that we can generate what we call an insights card. It's a card that is unique to every single student in this school, and we will learn information about them that only they are willing to share. What we have found is that students sometimes do not display who they really are in your classes. And when we have an opportunity to connect them to a trusted adult, which they themselves select, then they will be able to have more authentic conversations and help coach them in how they can be successful in classes that they at first thought that they couldn't do, only to find out that they can. Now this is year 2. We did this last year for those of you who are new. And for this upcoming year, we have the the EOS equity team, and they will be working on different aspects of this. One of them is on retention. This includes all AP teachers as well as a small group of the equity team. And we are also working with ways that we can help students to feel that they belong. So we have much more to share, but this is all I'm going to share with you today. So again, October the 29th during 4th period, it'll be a 45-minute survey. All teachers are expected to take it as well as all students. I have to hit 90%, so please encourage your students to be there, because if not, I have to hunt them down until I hit that number. Okay. Yes, Adina.
Will they be on paper or?
It will be also electronic, like a Google form survey. It'll be like that. But Michelle will push it out to you like we did last time. Thank you.
Well, hello. How is everyone? Tired? Okay, let's go take naps. All right, so here's the story. Next week is college application week, which is crazy. Our seniors are just barely getting through first quarter, but we're asking them to apply to college next week because the deadline for the University of Utah is November 1st this year. Crazy. And they're on Common App this year. Crazier. Okay, so Utah college application week/month is October 8th and 9th. We're going into senior English classes, or if your student does not have a senior English class, we're going to meet with them one-on-one, or we're going to have them come into one of our presentations. I sent out emails today for those of you who are involved. But the reason all of you need to know about this is because, number one, you can get a fancy button to wear all next week or all of October that says, "Ask me about college." Feel free to share your college stories. Make sure they're appropriate. Also, we have a door decorating contest going on. So do as little or as much as you want, but make sure your kids know that you did attend college. So, the door decorating contest is supposed to be finished by October 4th, but if you don't get it done by October 4th, because this is a busy week, then do it some other time. Just get it done during the month of October, okay? Okie doke. We are having a Fafsa Night Wednesday, October 9th from 5 to 8. Again, encourage your students. Talk to them about scholarships. I think Aaron Cousins, where's Aaron Cousins? Maybe he's not even here. Aaron Cousins is sleeping in the back. Okay, Aaron Cousins said something in a class once that I thought was really interesting. He said, "I bet if my kids, his personal students, had looked for scholarships full-time instead of working, they probably would have made more money." And I always think about that. I think it's very interesting. Our students, like I'm sending things to my seniors right now, I'm not even sure any of them are applying or even looking at their email. So again, you discussing this with them is really great. Most of the seniors I've met with so far this year don't have parents who've attended college. So they need to hear experiences. What was it like going to school for automotive, Mr. Ballou? Where are you, Mr. Ballou? No, he's in the back. His hand is raised. Talk to your kids about that. He was sleeping. Call it out, man. Kids listen to you. Kids hear your stories. Like I had students one year, they're like, "We're going to go to Utah State because you went to Utah State, Miss Oliver." And then they came back and they said, "It's really boring and it's a farm town. Why would you want to go to Utah State, Miss Oliver?" And I said, "Here's the thing. Everybody has a different path and a different plan. And when I go in and do presentations, I ask the teachers, what was your plan? What was your path? Did it change?" Because so many kids don't have a plan and they think, "I shouldn't go to college because I don't know what I want to do yet." And I say, it's so fun. Go take a whole bunch of weird classes and see what you like, because you never know until you go and you experience it. And we've all had that. Okay, last but not least, just so that you know, if anybody wants to write this down, we got our graduation date today. It's Thursday, May 21st, at the Huntsman, 4 p.m. Did you groan?
That's awesome.
Listen, this is what I tell the kids. When people groan, I say, this is great. Listen, you can take a nap beforehand and go out for dinner afterwards. Great, it's perfect, I love it. Okay, last but not least, again, seniors are ordering their caps and gowns next week. Again, all of this goes by real fast. I told them today, it's 8 months until you graduate. It's gonna go by super, super fast. Caps and gowns are 8th and the 9th, just so that you know, Jostens, they're $23.50, they pay at the finance office. Okay, any questions? So if you have kids who have those books full of stuff, they don't need to buy all of that, they just need cap and gown. Question?
Catherine, which day is graduation?
Thursday, May 21st, 4 p.m., Huntsman Center. We're not at the Maverick. We'll see how that goes. Any other questions? Like I say to the students, if you're nervous and you don't want to ask in front of everybody, please feel free to come and see me. I'm happy to help. Thank you. Get a lunch.
Michelle, if you could get that lovely presentation Mr. Bernard sent you up, I'll do this really fast. Sent it. Oh, Miss Parrish sent it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm supposed to be talking to you about the Ambassador Program. When we all had our grade level meetings at the beginning of the year, senior teachers got together and we talked about what to do with those seniors that really don't have anything to do on home release and want to hang around the school. And so we created the Ambassador Program. All right, seniors get to put in an application and they come to us and we give them an assignment. So what we're asking you to do, all right, it's like a temporary TA kind of thing, right? Students who meet certain requirements have put in applications. We have a list of students we're going to start with. If you go ahead to the next slide. We have the clicker. Push that button. Okay. Mr. Bernard and Mr. Eden are going to be the advocates. They're the senior advocates, and they're also going to look after the ambassadors. We have a way to track them and a way to see where they're going and what they're doing. We're going to have a Google form so that you can fill it out. I'm probably getting ahead of myself. So for students to contribute back to Granger High, what Granger has contributed to me through service to our campus, service to our classmates, being an example of all that they come in contact with. So they need to be on track to graduate, have at least a 3.0 GPA, do grade checks at midterm and the quarter, have at least a 3.0 CPA, no more than 3 unexcused absences or 3 unexcused tardies, no major discipline issues, dedicate at least 1 to 2 periods a week to helping supporting others on campus. So 25 hours per quarter and 3 qualifying quarters earns a graduation commendation, okay? And they also have to have a teacher recommendation. Things they can do: tutoring, mentoring, office support, teacher aid duties, other opportunities by permission. So we're going to have them have you guys fill out a Google form and say, hey, I got this coming up. Can I have one of those ambassadors come help me 2A next week on Thursday? Okay, to come do this, and then we'll have those for the students to be assigned with. Things they can be used for as well. They will have these ambassador cards on little lanyards. Okay, so if you see them in the hallway, that's what this is. Okay, so you don't have to go send them to the ticket people or anything. They're actually going to somewhere to do good things. We thought something that they could do. Sometimes we have trouble having people help us with or dividing ourselves to do interventions and extensions, and perhaps with one of those super seniors in there, they can help with that in the tutoring portion. And so we're really excited about this program, giving these students an opportunity to help out. So, and we do have 12 17 that have signed up so far, and we're getting those guys trained up and ready to help. We're going to implement this at the beginning of second quarter. Any questions? Fantastic.
All right, thank you. I'm David Price, our Granite Education Association rep. I do make notes for myself because I can talk in front of kids all day long, but I get in front of you guys and man, do I get nervous. So here we go. I'd like to introduce Leslie Bishop. She'll stand up. She came to our school from Westlake STEM, and she was the GE rep over there, so she has volunteered to help me out here as a GE rep with us also. So if you have any concerns, comments, you can visit with her or myself. And then also, those of you who are GEA members, if you will talk to your neighbors next to your room, see if they are members, let them know how GEA has helped you with any of your situations you've been in. Let them know, encourage them to become GEA members also so they can have the same benefits you have from GEA. Again, if any questions, Leslie Bishop or David Price. Thank you.
Dr. Mo?
Hello. Administration brought in some vests that they thought you guys might like to know about. These are for the ladies. And these are for the guys. They're 35 bucks. They're sold in the school store. We have all sizes. We've got like 4 2X. We've got 2 3X and 1 4X. So, and then we've got all the other sizes. So they're down in the school store. I know a lot of you don't get down there, but if you're interested, they're 35 bucks out of the school store. Thank you.
Hey, the vests really are nice, I promise you. Tracy Timothy, 15 minutes. Change it to 15 so we can get out of here on time. Mr. Timothy's my timer so that I don't run over. Hopefully, Michelle.
Yeah. Is this the wrong one?
That's not mine.
Sorry.
I could talk about authentic assessments. Once upon a time, there were authentic assessments. Teachers gave them, and then the district said you can't do that anymore, and so they gave you a test to give. And it was no longer authentic.
Is this the yours?
No. I emailed mine to you.
What is yours called?
It's like Lancer, that one right there. Lancer Pride thing. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so, for those of you who don't know, I'm Josh Schmo. I am the freshman and sophomore advocate. I also work on the Lancer Pride team with Kathleen. Where's Kathleen? There's Kathleen. She was too afraid to present, so that's why I'm up in front of you. Yeah, I'm throwing you under the bus. So, I was asked to talk to you a little bit today about Lancer Pride, and we talked a little bit about this, that we added the Heart of Granger to this year to really help students and staff understand that Lancer